Hello friends, I am Ranjit Khula, your NLP Master Trainer and Life Coach. Friends, many people have asked me whether NLP is applicable to transformation of any other business or not. Because NLP is applicable on the people only, then how can NLP be useful for the business purpose or to enhance or transformation of any of the business? So friends, today we will be talking about how NLP is being used by the global leaders and the people around in the any of the department of the organization to get transformed or give the optimization of the results to their department or the organization as a whole. So it has been seen that companies around the globe have started to adopt NLP practices because they have incredible benefits that can propel the company to the next level. And now, when we see NLP a catalyst to grow towards the next level of their growth, they are using many techniques of NLP with their leaders along with the middle management. Basic using NLP techniques will almost guarantee an increase in sales. In addition, communication between colleagues and interdepartment communication that is also get clear as well as effectively understood and make the other person understand how and what exactly the communication is and what is the outcome of the communication so that the communication can be clearer as well as it gives the desired result. And neuro linguistic programming has a range of dimensions which are applicable in business because business is being run by the people and all the NLP techniques are useful and used by the people only. So if the people of any organization or the business will start using the techniques of NLP effectively, because NLP techniques are easy to even use or even to make other people use with a little understanding and small guidance of the NLP practitioners and the master coaches. So it NLP handles all the behavioral aspects of the people, and it is also been seen that the growth or the degrowth of any other business is actually determined by the behavior of the people. So if we can make the employees of an organization understand their behavior and understand the behavior of their colleagues and seniors and subordinates also, then there can be an equilibrium maintained and achieved between all these people. So this way we can say that NLP is very effective and can be used for any other business. NLP can make an impressive difference when the people in any business apply its techniques. This is just because that with an active practice of NLP, it is possible to change the behavior in such a way that everyone working towards single goal, single vision. And when everybody starts vibrating to achieve a single goal, a single vision, then nobody in the universe can stop them to take the growth. So today we will be talking about five basic principles of NLP that are very effective and that are going to change the full face of any of the business and give a transformation towards the optimized results. And the very first thing is to make people achieve the outcome. The outcome is designed and formulated on the basis of the vision of the company. And active use of NLP requires a person to begin to set the goals and work towards attaining those goals. So NLP also gives you the techniques how you can design your outcome, how you can design your goals, how we can bifurcate these goals into small tasks and make the whole organization, every person in the organization, start doing their specific work that is going to accumulate towards the outcome of the organization. Once you have an idea of what your outcome should be, your mind is better able to process the steps that should be taken so that you can meet that outcome. The key and is where NLP becomes effective is to conscious of your actions. You know what you are doing, you know why you are doing, and that makes it very easy for any of the organization, any of the department to achieve what exactly they wanted. Being conscious can help your business stand out from the range of other businesses out there rather than working towards what they want. Business not familiar with NLP might be working to avoid what they don't want. When we start working on what we don't want, what they don't want, then we only land up in fixing the day to day issues. We are not traveling or running or moving towards what exactly we want. And if we are not working or moving towards what we want, then we become stagnant. It is something that where we will become stuck, because when we are stuck we come across different problems that are coming to fix for the day's work only, not to move towards our outcome. So NLP places great emphasis on being outcome oriented and looking towards the organization's key results or the key goals. And how this outcome works, it synchronizes between the mind and body, because our mind actually understands what is needed for me, you, or every part of the organization. But our heart, is it also vibrating in the same way? That is where we need to understand, and we need to make a sync between mind, body, mind, emotion, brain, and feeling. Once we make this happen or vibrate in the same frequency, then we can see that we are moving towards the outcome. People know what their goal is, but they are not able to achieve it because their mind or their body, their emotions, their feelings are not working for that. And after some time, brain starts feeling that it is not possible, and they get stuck. In order to achieve these outcomes, it is important that people should start taking this in a positive term, and that will make them to see the brighter side of any work that they are doing. They will be motivated to see the vision that is actually working. If people start thinking that their vision is not going to give them a outcome or give them the desired results, then they would not like to, their emotions, their feeling would not like to give the 100%. But when we are looking at the brighter side of the vision or the outcome, then it becomes easy for the feelings and the emotions to take the part in the working of towards the outcome. To ensure that your projected outcomes are viable, we must be testable and measurable in a sensory specific. This means that we should know that where we are heading and the evidences that gives us a proof that yes, we are moving, like the milestones. If we have the evidences at every step, every level, every actions, then our mind and body both start working with a very motivated way towards that. So understanding goals, working toward them is also important. And the third thing that is important is we also need to know the evidences. With the evidences, our brain gets satisfied, and with that satisfaction, our feeling and the body also get satisfied. And with the time on the behavioral side, if we want to make changes in this whole course, then the various techniques of NLP can help us to make the changes in the behavior. Because when it is not possible that every time we'll be getting the results or we would be getting the evidences, but even in the absence of them, for some time we can use the NLP techniques to make our behavior in such a way that we can be motivated for the achievement of the goals. For any of the organization, achieving goals or the outcome is the key thing that they actually look for, because by that only they will be sustainable, they will be able to take up all the running cost that is happening in the organization. By that only they will be able to afford the employees and their working. So all these expenses will only made if the goals are met properly. So NLP takes care of these outcomes and goals very effectively by making people work toward that with the techniques of NLP. And mainly the outcome thinking is the technique that is helpful to move towards the goals. Apart from outcome thinking, because that is possible only when people are working towards it, when people are mirroring the people who are successful, who are actually made uh, success in their past, and also having the positive thought process. Apart from this, the second major point is to be aware about the senses. When you are mastered the ability to use NLP, you will be able to read your own and others very easily. This refers to all the non-verbal cues that we use consciously or unconsciously when communication with it. These senses should be highlighted because we are need to be very aware about it. And IQs actually helps a lot to understand people with whom we are working. So in my previous um, video, I shared about IQs and how to read the IQs, so that whatever we are reading from the IQs, that is actually the reflection of our mind, brain, and the thinking pattern. If we can make a sync of the eyes and the thinking pattern, then it becomes very easy to understand what exactly is happening in the thought process of the person, and we can design our own strategy according to that. We should be able to notice changes in the colors, skin color, or any kind of breathing pattern that a person is following. So when we are able to be aware about all these senses, not only eyes, but skin color, the muscle tension, the breathing pattern, then we can understand each individual with their patterns. And patterns are something that we involuntarily use for any of the communication. Like one of the video where Andrea Gassi has said that he was actually watching the opponent, the person whom he was not able to defeat, because his service was so strong that he was making the aces all the time. He got to know that whenever he go for the service, slight left or slight right of the body or the head was giving him the indication that on which side the opponent is going to make the service, and that actually made him easy to take up that serve and give uh, the way it should be taken as. So now we can. So when Andre Agassi could able to sense his opponent's uh, body senses, how he was using while making the service, he was very easily able to return that services effectively. So this is the way we can observe the calibration of the senses of other person, help us to design our own strategy. And I have also given the link of that Andre Gassi's uh, that interview where he actually talked about it. You can click on that link and just see his whole interview on that. So, by taking the example of how Andre Agassi and other people are using these senses to achieve their desired results and to reorganize or make the strategies how they can counter the other person effectively, then we can implement and design our strategies so that we can get the results. Not only as a manager, but also and in the sales department, where people are more so work on the customers satisfaction level, and customers only get satisfied when the salesperson give what exactly they are looking, or when salesperson make the customer feel that he is delivering only those things which the customer is actually looking. My reading, I have seen a lot many salespeople in the clothing stores or in those departments where they just look at the customer and just try to observe for the initial few minutes that where and what kind of things the person is touching, or their eye gaze is actually stopping for some time. By just observing these things, they can make out that which kind of range of product that the person is looking, or any particular kind of brand or particular kind of things the customer is looking for, and they come up and try to show only that uh, cost range or the price range the person is actually looking for. That make him more acceptable with the customer. So this increases the rapport with the customer, and they also take up the guidance of the salesperson very effectively, and also feel happy, yeah, if they are accompanied by the salesperson. The third most effective thing that the NLP teaches is uh, we can change our own behavior according to the requirement with the help of circle of excellence. The techniques like visualization, the techniques like even future pacing, all these techniques are helpful to understand our own behavior in different aspects and different situations. That will make a change in our own behavior so that we can understand that how and which kind of our behavior is going to help us in any particular kind of situation. Like, I was also uh, going through one tough phase where I was not able to understand the why the people are not accepting my ideas that easily. At that time, I got to know that because I am a trainer, my pitch actually get elevated very easily, and because of that higher pitch, people were not able to accept me and my ideas that easily. They were thinking that I am actually pushing them, towards what I'm thinking. But actually, I was always in a receiver end, or wanted to be at the receiver end, where I wanted them to come up with their own ideas so that I can evaluate the both of them and then make out my own decision. This gave me an idea that if I really want to work with them, I need to lower down my pitch. I need to make my pitch to the acceptable level, to the acceptable limits. Yeah. By making this change, I was able to get the results that I was looking. In a business setting, what a person, what the organization had need to be flexible to the changes in theirs. If they notice that the reaction they were expecting are not coming in the same way, then they need to make changes in their own behavior rather than blaming on the situation or blaming on the other. So, with this third thing, now we move towards the fourth thing, and that is taking action. NLP also pushes you to take up the action, because one of the presupposition of NLP is to act, because the learning that you will get will not be on the basis of what results you are going to achieve. It is what all actions you have taken, what all experience that you have taken. The thing is, when working towards changing behavior, it is important to do things in the present, and that can only happen if a person actually take actions and take the experiences, and that will make the person learn the and experience how they can replicate the success next time too. By being in present, it becomes easier to modify also, or to alter any kind of behavior that is needed to be changed, and the actions needed to be taken. Companies where the staff members are actually getting trainings on NLP and developing the skills over NLP, they are especially the practitioner level, because practitioners where they can practice the NLP techniques in their day-to-day life. That will give them the opportunity to focus on not only the management team, but also on the people to whom they are actually taking care. This also help them to take up the actions that if the organization is not taking, then they can take on their own way and make their people active all the time, and think about the outcome. So NLP is not a tool that should be limited to the management. It is actually the people whosoever is working for the organization. And within a business, rather it is technology that everyone in the organization should be well versed and to take up the outcome of all these NLP technique is to achieve the desired results. And NLP can be used by the employees to reach up to the optimum performance level of each individual. By achieving the optimum performance by each individual, cumulatively, that will end up into giving the ultimate achievement of the organization. And the communication between the departments, that is also very important. So the fifth thing that is very important to for the performance of any other business or the transformation of any of the business is taking up the onus. So how NLP actually help us to take up the onus? NLP gives you an idea to understand the language. What kind of language a person is using? What kind of language the person is actually using while communicating his ideas, his views, his actionables, his performances. So, where the person is using we and where the person is using I. I personally went to a number of organizations where I was interacting with the employees, and I have very well able to make a differentiation between the people who actually perform and who put the blame on others. Because I have seen, I also was trained that instead of I should use we when we are in team. Illness and wellness. Illness where there is big I, wellness there is big we. But that, after understanding NLP, that made me change my perspective about illness and wellness. Because I is needed everywhere. If I is been lost, then nothing will happen. Will not get the results, because in we I am not responsible, only the we will be responsible. So the difference that has been given by a number of leaders is they say use we when we are achieving the results, we are achieving the outcomes. But when we want to take the responsibility, when we want to take the failures, then we use I. It was my decision, it was my thinking, it was my vision that I could not make that happen. I could not make that being translated to my team, and I was not able to make my team understand what exactly was my vision. That is why I got failed. So when we are in failure, then we need to take I as the responsibility, and when we are achieving the success, then that need to be actually cumulative. So I and we, that is very important by when we talk and when we take up the onus. In any of the organization, a balance of I and we need to happen. A pure I cannot work and pure we cannot work. There need to be a combination of I and we. I is where I can take up the decision, I can take up the action, I can look for the results. And by everybody's I, we can become a ultimate organization. So with all these five basic levels, where NLP very effectively uh, gives tools, techniques, and understanding to give the business a great momentum and reach to the next level. When an employee at any level is trained to learn NLP skills, they become significantly empowered, which usually leads to their increased output. NLP will teach each employee to create, comprehend, and apply anything that can be done on the mental map. And with that implementation of the mental map will lead to the actions being done by the body, and body get programmed to take up the actions that are actually beneficial for the whole of the organization, but also to grow with the full motivated and vibrating team, and everybody is actually contributing and taking pride in the growth of the organization. With all these thoughts, I hope that this video is going to help you to make use of NLP with the team, with the people, with the employees of your organization, and see the results that you, as the organization head, or the part of the organization, or the head of the department, you are looking for. With my best wishes, I thank you all, and I welcome any kind of query, any kind of question that you are having, or if you want to have a one-on-one uh, call to me, that you can call me and we can discuss, and I can suggest you any points that can help you to increase your business in this corona era too. Thank you. Have a safe and great life.